Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Megan, Duchess of Advocacy World podcast. I am your host, Special K Thoughts, aka Special K, better known in the world of X, formerly known as Twitter. Squatties, how's everybody doing? I missed you guys. I hope you guys missed me too. Sorry that I have been MIA on these podcasts. It's just, I've had a lot going on, and to be honest, I just kind of needed to, detach myself a little bit from doing these podcasts because, you know, YouTube, it's a swamp, it's a cesspool, and sometimes I feel like contributing to the swamp, the cesspool of YouTube. I mean, YouTube is just horrible. It's horrid. It's nasty. But you know, you guys have supported this channel throughout the years, and I'm surprised that I'm still, you know, have subscribers and members as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you for hanging in there and waiting patiently on your girl, Special K Thoughts, to do another podcast. But here I am. Here we be. And here we go. So, if this is the first time that you are listening to Megan, the Duchess of Advocacy World podcast, I'm going to go ahead and do a disclaimer alert. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for the disclaimer alert? Here we go. We here at Megan, Duchess of Advocacy World podcast, we are fans and stans. I mean, we are fanatical up in this bitch when it comes to supporting, advocating, and defending our faves. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, Has and Megs, and of course Queen Doria and their beautiful children, Prince Archie and Princess Lily Diana. Okay, again, we are fanatical up in this bitch. Alright? So, if you're not fanatical, supportive in regards to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, bless your backs. Stop listening right now. Just stop. Press the stop button. There are no fence riders up in this bitch. This is a no fence riding zone, okay? We don't like them other royals. None of them. Zilch, none. We don't like Fred and Gladys. Okay. We do not like, will not, cannot. We don't like none of them. Okay? I mean, I can go on and on and on. Wank, Mumbleina, McMumbles. Okay? Princess Katoria. All right, I guess she's up in the hospital right now. Is that what's going on with? Is that what's going on with Princess Catherine, the great saint of the world? Princess Catherine, the great saint of the world, is in the hospital, y'all. She's in the hospital. The UK is shut down because Princess Catherine Katoria McMumbles McButton Mumbleina is in the hospital. 10 to 14 days for an abdominal surgery. Yeah, your girl Special K Thoughts is back. All right, Squatty. So this podcast, we're going to discuss the topic of Princess Lilibet's name. Okay. So this topic has come up again, and I'm pretty sure everybody in Sex Squad land remembers. What was it, about 2 years ago when Prince Harry and Meghan named their daughter Lilibet Diana. It just turned into this huge negative news story, basically, and it like dropped like all around the world. And at that time, when Lilibet was what, maybe 4 days old, I think it was the BBC that had broke this story about that Harry and Meghan never got permission from the Queen to name their daughter Lilibet. And for those of you who don't know, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows, but Lilibet is Queen Elizabeth's, or I should say, was Queen Elizabeth's nickname. It was her pet name. And apparently her father called her Lilibet, and so did her husband, and just certain family members called her Lilibet. It was a nickname for her. It was a pet name for her. Well, when Prince Harry and Meghan had their precious, beautiful baby girl about 2 years ago, they decided to name their daughter Lilibet Diana in honor of Queen Elizabeth and Princess Diana. Well, apparently, that did not sit too well with the British press, and it did not sit too well with the royal staff, and apparently it did not sit too well with Queen Elizabeth. And when the story originally broke out, the British press, I should say, spent it as like, Prince Harry and Meghan did not ask the Queen for permission. Well, my gosh, I had no idea that people needed to ask permission to name their children. Okay. I'll give you an example. Okay, I named my son after my uncle. Okay, I didn't ask my uncle's permission. It's like, I had my son, and then when my uncle came to the hospital to see me, I told my uncle what my son's name was, and he started crying. Well, apparently, when Prince Harry and Meghan told Queen Elizabeth what they were going to name their daughter, she was pissed. But like I said, when this story originally first came out, the British press first started off saying that Prince Harry and Meghan did not ask the Queen permission. Prince Harry and Meghan, I mean, they definitely responded back. They hit back. They clapped back and said that's absolutely not true. We would not have named our daughter Lilibet if the Queen was not supportive, which makes sense, right? And then the British press tried to spin it again and say that, well, the Queen was backed in a corner. She kind of felt like, she really had no choice. And then remember when the story came out? I should say another story came out that Queen Elizabeth was hard of hearing and she didn't hear exactly what Prince Harry and Meghan had said. I mean, woo, that shit was funny as hell when I heard that story. But anyway, they were just coming up with all kinds of excuses. Bottom line, at the end of the day, somebody in that royal household was that pissed off and they were that angry that Prince Harry and Meghan named their daughter Lilibet. And the reason why they were that pissed off and that angry was because they felt like Prince Harry and Meghan's daughter did not deserve to be named that name. They felt that she wasn't worthy. Okay, they feel that Prince Harry and Meghan's children are less than. Because believe you me, if Prince William and Catherine had named their daughter Lilibeth, it would have been a total different reaction. Okay, the British press would have praised it. They would have said how wonderful, how delightful that Prince William and Catherine have named their daughter Lilibet in honor of Queen Elizabeth. Let's keep it real. Okay? They don't feel that this precious, beautiful child deserves to have that name. They could spin it as much as they want to, blaming Harry and Meghan for not getting permission from the Queen, or they can come up with some story saying, hey, that they wouldn't have had a problem if Harry and Meghan had named Princess Lilibet Elizabeth, because all of the other granddaughters and great granddaughters are named Elizabeth as well. However, they would have had a problem with that too. And I'm going to tell you why they would have had a problem, even if Prince Harry and Meghan had named their daughter Elizabeth. The reason why they would have had a problem with that as well is because of royal history. It fucks up the whole white supremacy of British royal history. Come with me. Come take a ride with me. Okay? Here you have an American born princess that is a quarter black. Okay? That has African American ancestry, who is named Elizabeth in honor of Queen Elizabeth. Okay? That's why they would have had a problem even if Prince Harry and Meghan had named Lilibet Elizabeth. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, people. Okay? They would have had a problem if Prince Harry and Meghan had named their daughter Lilibet. They would have had a problem if Prince Harry and Meghan had named their daughter Elizabeth. Alright? It fucks up the historical story, okay, of the British monarchy. Princess Lilibet made history, and that will forever be in those royal books. Okay, it's historical. It is a historical fact now that there is an American princess born and that will be raised in California who has African American ancestry, whose name is Lilibet, in honor of the great Queen Elizabeth II. And another reason why they're extra mad, they're extra hot, is because Lilibet is an original. She is the originator. Harry and Meghan didn't do the same thing by naming her Elizabeth like the other granddaughters and great granddaughters. No! The American born princess of African American ancestry is the original Lilibet, who will carry on the name of Queen Elizabeth II. Bloop. Fast forward 2 years later, the topic of the naming of Princess Lilibet comes up again. And the reason why it's coming up again is because they are still mad and they are still angry, and they want to make it clear for historical purposes that the narrative will always be that Prince Harry and Meghan did not get permission from Queen Elizabeth to name their daughter Lilibet. All right? Stay with me. This story of naming this beautiful, precious child, it's never going to go away on a permanent basis. It's just not. Because they have got to keep it going for historical purposes. Okay? They cannot have Queen Elizabeth being happy about an American born princess of African American ancestry being named after her in her honor. Okay? They can't have it for historical purposes that she was okay with that. Why? I don't know. Well, I take that back. I do know. It's because there are a bunch of racist assholes. That's why. I mean, who knows? We don't know. Okay? We don't know. Maybe Queen Elizabeth was happy. Maybe she was happy with glee. And she thought it was a beautiful thing. We don't know. Okay? I'm giving Queen Elizabeth a little bit of grace here. We don't know. The woman's dead. Okay? She's dead, buried 6 feet underneath the ground. The ground is cold. It's not like she's going to rise from the dead and say, no, 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 this is exactly what happened. Okay? We don't know. All right? But racist royal biographers like this Robert, what's his last name? Let me get my notes out. Like this Robert Hardman is going to make sure that when they write biographies about these royals, that the naming of Princess Lilibet is going to be mentioned, and the narrative is always going to be that Prince Harry and Meghan did not get permission from the Queen. All right? I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say, or what I am saying. Okay, so again, this racist biographer, and I feel like he is a racist, because why even bring this up? This book is supposed to be about King Charles. Okay, why bring the topic up of the naming of Lilibet? Why bring it up? Why? The child is 2 years old. Okay? Why are we talking about a 2-year-old's name? Again, people, they want to keep that narrative out that Prince Harry and Meghan did not get permission from the Queen. Okay? They want to keep it going for historical purposes. Okay? That's why. All right. So anyway, this royal biographer, Robert Hardman, he wrote a book, right? It's a biography about King Charles. Okay. And of course, again, he brought up the topic again about Harry and Meghan not getting permission from the Queen about the naming of Lilibet. Okay. But he added on to this whole topic. Okay. So he basically said, and it's not that he basically said, it's what he wrote in this book. Okay. That this is just so funny to me, but that royal aides said that Queen Elizabeth was so upset about Harry and Meghan's decision to name their daughter Lilibet in her honor that she told aides, beginning quote, "The only thing I own is my name, and now they've taken that." Oh my God. Okay, this is what this man actually put in his book, and these are quotes. He's basically quoting what Queen Elizabeth allegedly said. Okay, this man is saying that the great Queen Elizabeth, who's supposed to be the UK's grandmother, this loving grandmother, okay, was so furious, she was so upset that Prince Harry and Meghan wanted to name their daughter Lilibet in her honor, that she said, "I don't own the palaces, I don't own the paintings. The only thing I own is my name. And now they've taken that." Jesus! I almost have no words. Like, really? Like, I almost literally have no words. I can't even know what to say. That whole thing right there, that is so loaded. Okay, that is so loaded. The great Queen Elizabeth actually said, this is what this man wrote in his book, according to some royal aide who does not want to identify themselves. Okay, is direct quoting what Queen Elizabeth allegedly said, which was, I don't own none of the palaces, I don't own any of the paintings. The only thing that I own is my name, and now they want to take that away from me. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a queen who has ruled for 70 years, who has different countries bowing down to her, right? She's head of state of different countries, and she walks around with crowns on her head with stolen diamonds. Stolen diamonds that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay, she's living rent free in palaces, gets the best health care ever free. Okay, her estimated net worth is 400 to 500 million dollars. When not her grandmother, but when her mother died, right? When her mother died, she inherited like 70 to 75 million dollars, tax free. Tax free. Okay, there's some type of inheritance tax where if you inherit money, well, not you as in the commoner, but royals, okay, if they inherit money, it's tax free. Oh my gosh, saying that the only thing that she owns is her name. Wow. Just wow. When she literally has subjects that don't even own a pot to piss in. But here you have this pampered queen who's worth 400 to 500 million dollars, who's got all types of assets. Bitching and complaining and whining and furious and upset, saying that the only thing that she owns is her name, and she's bitching and whining and furious and upset because her grandson wants to name his daughter after her to honor her. Again, I can't even know what to say. Like, really? Like, and the whole thing is just so sad. It's just so sad because it's like they don't realize that when they write stories like this, you know, that they're trying to make Harry and Meghan look so bad. But really, they're making Queen Elizabeth look bad. Right? It's like they're tarnishing Queen Elizabeth's, reputation. They really, really are. I mean, this woman is dead and buried in the ground. She has no way to defend herself. Okay? She has absolutely no way to defend herself. She's dead. And we all know her punk ass son is not going to defend her. He's probably clapping and laughing and rejoicing. Okay? That this story is out. Okay? But this story makes Queen Elizabeth look so bad. I mean, it makes her look like somebody who's definitely selfish. right? Very, very selfish. Okay, somebody who has absolutely no self-awareness at all. Okay, and somebody who's petty, and somebody who's racist. Okay, I say keep it coming. Okay, I take that back, and the reason why I take that back is because it's at Lilybeth's expense, right? Because at the end of the day, it's like, my God, this precious little girl is gonna grow up one day soon, and she's gonna read these stories. Okay, and that's very, very unfortunate. But it's like when these royal biographies write these stories trying to make Harry and Meghan look so bad, it's like it's obvious that they too lack self-awareness. It's like you are tarnishing Queen Elizabeth's name. And what I'm saying is facts, because there are monarchists out there that are pissed off about this story. And it's obvious that Robert Hardman, the royal biographer who wrote this dumbass book, is aware. He's aware that monarchists are pissed off about this story, because he's changing his tune now. Now he's changing the story. Now he's trying to back off of this direct quote of Queen Elizabeth supposedly saying that I don't own the palaces and I don't own any of the paintings. The only thing I own is my name. And now they've taken that away. He's backing off of that now, because the monarchs are pissed off about it. Okay, people who believe in the monarchy are pissed off. They're like, no, 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 no. Our great precious queen wouldn't say nothing like that, and our great precious queen would not be furious and angry and upset about that. Okay, this man wrote in his book that this royal aide said that they have never in their life ever seen Queen Elizabeth as furious and as upset when Harry and Meghan decided to name their daughter Lilybeth. It's like, really? Really, royal aide? Really? She wasn't that furious and upset when her own son paid £12 million to a woman he never met? Like, really? Really? But what took her over the top and made her so furious and so upset ever in life was when her grandson told her that he wanted to name his daughter Lilybeth to honor her. That was the occasion that caused her to be the most furious and upset? Really? I mean, this royal biographer, I mean, he even got the monarchists upset about that. Okay? I mean, so now he's backtracking. He's backtracking. Now he's saying that now, you know, that Queen Elizabeth was pleased, that she was happy with Harry and Meghan naming their daughter Lilybeth. It wasn't about that she was upset that they presented it like she supported it. Well, dude, that makes absolutely no sense either. Okay? If she was happy about Prince Harry and Meghan naming their daughter Lilybeth, then she would not be upset that they said that she supported it. That makes absolutely no sense, dumb ass. That makes no sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. It's like these people act like we got boo-boo the foo-boo on our foreheads. Okay? Again, I can't even know what to say. I can't even know what to say. All right? I'm tired.